Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Season 32, Round 9 of the Bootleg Racing League SK Modified Series, where we're bringing the excitement and intensity of American short tracks to the world of sim racing. I am Ryan Seneker, and I'm excited to bring you all the action here tonight. We're coming to you from Hickory Motor Speedway, the track that is affectionately known as the birthplace of the NASCAR stars. Nestled in the heart of North Carolina, this legendary racetrack has been a hub of adrenaline-fueled excitement for over half a century. From its humble beginnings in 1951, this roughly 3/10 of a mile oval has played host to some of the most thrilling and memorable moments in motorsports. Lap after lap, the drivers of the Bootleg Racing League will navigate these unforgiving corners, defying physics and pushing the limits of what's possible. The rumble of engines, the screech of tires, and the symphony of cheering fans merge into a symphony that fills the air. At Hickory, history is written at every race. Legends are born, dreams are shattered. Here, newcomers challenge seasoned veterans, leaving no room for complacency or mercy. With every passing lap, the stakes rise higher, and the pursuit of victory becomes more desperate. In this high-octane battleground, the line between triumph and defeat is as thin as that white stripe at the finish line. Now, all eyes are on the drivers as they come together to battle it out in a high-stakes, high-speed 50-lap event. So sit back, buckle up, and get ready for a night of heart-pumping action. Now, let's take a quick moment to take a look at the point standings. It's a very close battle for the lead going into the final 3 rounds. Jeffrey Harden holds on to the lead by 1 point ahead of Donnie Moore. Matt Hoos, my sometimes bootmate, is only a few points behind them, holding on to 3rd. Kevin Nunn and Bruce Pearson are in a close battle for 4th. Then you have Joe Segala and Tom Hilbert rounding out 6th and 7th. Kurt Smith, Todd Liston, and Jason Menda, your top 10. This battle for the championship has gone so close in so many series this season in the Bootleg Racing League. It is so great to watch. So great to see the competition. And with that, practice is over, and we are gritting up for our event. On the pole tonight is Joe Segala. I am a self-proclaimed Segala fan, so I'm happy to see that. Then you have Jason Menda to his outside in 2nd place. Bruce Pearson and Brandon Litz will round out row 2. Row 3 will be Tom Hilbert and Matt Hoos. Row 4, Donnie Moore and Kevin Nunn. Then you have Jeffrey Harden, our current points leader, and Kurt Smith in row 5. Matt Chinoski, Jeff Sharp, Lewis Flowers, a series rookie, and Jeffrey Kemper rounding out your 14-car field tonight. And with that, the drivers take off for their formation lap. As we said, Joe Segala, Segala Motorsports, he is on the pole. I do have some inside information about Joe going into next season, but I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you. But there are some team changes coming next season that I'm excited to see what comes from that. The big movers tonight, you can expect Jeffrey Harden. He has that points lead to defend. He's been coming up from 9th place, so he has a lot of ground to make up. Matt Hoos, he's sitting in 6th. He's in 3rd place in the points. He needs a few spots ahead of Harden if he wants a chance at this championship. So you can expect to see him moving early too. Pace car is off. Green flag is out. And we are racing tonight from Hickory Motor Speedway with Joe Segala jumping out to a strong lead and already contact. That was Jason Menda and I believe Bruce Pearson. Let's see if I can pull this up as the caution comes out, and I'll see what transpired there. Here they come out of turn 4 to take the green. See Menda up high, Pearson down low. Looks like Menda was just a little too low, and there wasn't enough room. They made tire-to-tire contact, sending Menda around in the middle of the track. All that traffic had to just part the Red Seas to get by damaged. One car made contact, Jeffrey Kemper. Looks like Jeff Sharp had a little contact with the wall up top. Other than that, the whole field made it through. I don't know how they pulled that off. That was impressive to say the least. And that they group back up to try this again. Let's pull our race leader up and see what he thinks about that. Joe Segala, it's Ryan up in the booth. You got a copy? Joe, was that a blessing or a curse what just happened behind you? Yeah, there was a little argument over who was in second place, and neither car won. So you'll be starting with Bruce Pearson. You're outside. Is that a good or about to go green, man? Good luck, Joe. All right, that was Joe Segala, and here he is coming out turn 4 to take that green again for lap number 5. Another good start from Segala. Pearson looks like he might get strung out on the high side. No, he is able to clear down in front of Tom Hilbert. There's a battle further back. Brandon Litz is fighting with our points leader, Jeffrey Harden. Ahead of them, looks like Donnie Moore is making a move for third, trying to get underneath Hilbert. But that is no concern to our leader. Joe Segala has just ran away with that lead. Pearson is following behind, but can't quite stay on his bumper. Got Tom Hilbert still struggling to get in line. There we got shot Matt Chinoski. He is up 6 spots already. He is up to 5th place as a caution comes out again. Looks like that is something involving Brandon Litz and Matt Hoos. Let's see if we can see what happened there. Here you can see Litz in that blue and yellow car, the 99 up top. Matt Hoos in that blue and white 21 coming to his inside. Coming out of turn 4, I don't see... Oh, it looks like Litz started to come down the track, down the front stretch, while Hoos was already had a nose to the inside. I'm not sure what caused him to make that move. And clearly Hoos wasn't expecting that either. That was, yeah, I'm kind of curious to know what caused that maneuver. He came off the wall like something was in his way, but there was nothing there. Either way, unfortunate for Matt Hoos, he's currently 3rd in the points, and he is now starting from 13th. He has a lot of ground to make up if he wants to get back in this. Joe Segala still in the lead. Bruce Pearson 2nd, Donnie Moore 3rd. Jeffrey Harden in 4th, and Matt Chinoski rounding out your top 5. This is a gift for Harden and Moore because Hoos is well out of contention at this point if he doesn't get back up front. All right, lights are off on the pace car. They have doubled up and coming down the back stretch to again take the green. This will be on lap 13 when racing resumes, with Segala still in the lead. There he goes, and another great start from Joe. Clears out ahead, and you have Donnie Moore taking advantage of Pearson on this one. Caught Pearson sleeping a little bit on that start. Got to be inside. Looks like Moore's going to take that position away without much trouble. And here comes Matt Chinoski right there, waiting to take advantage. As Chinoski looks low, you can see Harden already lining up to take that low line. Harden sees the opportunity and another caution. This is a messy start. Let's see what happened there. It looks like more trouble for Matt Hoos, unfortunately. Let's see if we can pull up what happened. See Matt Hoos, the blue and white 21. Oh, got into the back. I believe that is Kevin Nunn. Let's back that up if we can see what caused that. If there's a checkup. Now here they are coming down the front stretch. See Kevin Nunn in that red 64. Hoos again in that blue and white 21. Nunn comes down. Okay, Nunn was trying to defend his position, stuck on the outside. He was trying to slot in, and I don't think Hoos had the opportunity to check up, and there was just nothing those drivers could do. Another just straight racing incident, and there's Brandon Litz got caught up in it too. Unfortunate for him, he's already had a rough start. Alright, we are not even halfway through this race. I believe that is caution number 3. Alright, lights should go on the pace car this lap. They do not. They are taking another pace lap. This means we should go green going into lap 20. It has been a messy first half. Let's see if they can get that cleaned up. Lights are out on the pace car. They are doubling up. Donnie Moore now in second. Now the question is, can he get a jump on Joe off the start, or will he get strung out on the outside and allow Pearson to take that spot back? Harden also in a great starting spot on the inside line, starting from 5th. Alright, green flag is out. Good start from Segala. Pearson got in there. Pearson does have a nose in there. He kept it in there, but I don't think he's going to make it on exit. No, Moore shuts that door quick. And Moore makes a move for the lead. Moore made a nice crossover on Segala. Got a nose to the inside. Now Joe's stuck on the outside with a threat to lose a lot of positions if he can't get slotted back in. If anything, his priority should be fill in ahead of Pearson as quickly as possible. And I think it's already too late for that. Yep, Pearson made it by. Here comes Harden. Donnie Moore is your leader. Jason Mendes slide in behind Harden. Looks like he actually looked to the inside of Harden for a second there. And here comes rookie Lewis Flowers. Sorry about that. Number 62. This is his series debut. And he is up 8 spots in the top 5. Good job for Flowers. Oh, and there is trouble in the back. Caution is out, and unfortunately that was Joe Segala caught up in that one. Let's see if we can see what happened there. Here comes Joe out of the turn. I believe that is Shinosky to his inside, and Kevin Nunn, I believe that was. Just got pinned in there, nowhere to go. Let's see if we can get a better view from overhead. See Segala in the black and green 81. There's Kevin Nunn. Matt Hoos not far behind. Oh, it looks like Kevin Nunn might have pushed up in the corner a bit. And that also caught Hoos in that mess as well. That's unfortunate for a lot of drivers. Such a rough start to tonight. And we are just now hitting the halfway part of the race. 26 laps in the books, 24 to go. And it has been a busy one, to say the least. Big movers are the rookie Lewis Flowers, up 8 spots. Next would be Donnie Moore in the lead, Jeffrey Harden in third, both up 6 spots from where they started. Unfortunately for Joe, he is dropping the most. He's down 9. So, taking the green flag from 10th. Rough start for Joe. That's an unfortunate way to have his night go. Alright, coming around one more time. Let's see. It's going to be Donnie Moore in the lead. Pearson, Harden, Menda, and Flowers, your top 5. We have Shinosky, Tom Hilbert, Smith, Sharp, and Segala. And you're rounding out the top 10. Pace car lights have gone off. The cars are starting to double up. I believe if Donnie doesn't run into any trouble up there, I think he could run away with it at this point. We're going to go green going into lap 30. Harden directly behind him in third place. Great opportunity to take second place away, but with how chaotic this race has been, do you want to be in an even number? All right, good start from Moore. Harden does get to the inside of Pearson and quickly takes away second place. And here comes Jason Menda, trying to close that door before Pearson can come down. Harden is tight on the bumper of Moore. Clearly the points are on the top of his mind right now. He knows he can't allow Moore to get any extra points on him with 3 rounds left in the season. Pearson's still stuck on top. Not much he can do. Here comes Matt Shanoski moving up into the top 5. Behind him, Kurt Smith. Harden still keeping the pressure up in the lead. The top 3 have started to break away with Moore, Harden, and Menda. Menda was the fastest car in practice, so I'm curious to see what he can do as the tires start to wear out on these cars. Well, back for 4th. Looks like Flowers is under pressure now. Machinowski is up on his bumper, and he wants that spot. Shanowski is a long-time part-time runner. Doesn't run full seasons, but does show up and likes to show off his skill when he does. They're riding on board with Jeffrey Harden, current points leader, right up on Donnie Moore, just waiting for the door to open up to take advantage. You can see as Jeffrey pulls his car around just how bumpy it is in these corners. With Hickory being one of the rougher tracks to run for short track, it's just so bumpy. As you can see, his car just bouncing through these corners. And that's not saying that's not even pointing out how hard it is for these drivers to maintain the line they're running. You can see how hard he has to just fight that wheel as Menda gets around him to the inside. Harden now back in 3rd. That is definitely not what Jeffrey Harden needed for the points race. The top 3 continue to pull away as they fight amongst themselves. Further back, you have people battling for every position. There's Bruce Pearson in the number 22 trying to get back some of his lost spots. But Machinowski's not having any of it as he takes that spot right back. Behind them, Jeff Sharp, longtime league runner. And Joe Segala slowly starting to climb his way back up through the field after his trouble earlier on tonight. Of the 14 drivers, 10 are still running. Kevin Nunn, Jeffrey Kemper, Matt Hoos, and Brandon Litz have put it on the trailer for the night, unfortunately. Kurt Smith is making a move for 4th place, trying to take that away from the newcomer Lewis Flowers. Oh, and a little contact there. Kurt's not giving the rookie any free passes. And Flowers is running a strange line coming down out of that corner. Really ran it down the middle of the back straight instead of riding up the wall like you might expect, which probably caught Machinowski off guard. So Shanowski lifted and actually dropped back a little bit, probably trying not to get involved. Yeah, Bruce Pearson under attack again. Here's Joe Segala trying to make up another spot as he moves up into 8th. Up front, the top 3, still a very close battle for all of them. It could go to any one of them as we go lap 48 of 50. Harden is already starting to line up for different runs. He's trying things out on the track to see what he can make work. Come around, Barney the flagman holding up the two fingers, 2 laps to go. Donnie Moore still in the lead, defending fiercely against Jason Menda. And Menda under a lot of pressure from Jeffrey Harden. And here he comes around. Donnie Moore takes the white flag. White flag, final lap as he comes around turns 1 and 2. Harden looks to the inside of Menda. Can't make anything of it. Menda starts to get creeping up on Moore's bumper. Can't get close enough. And here comes Donnie Moore coming around to take the checkered flag from Thunder Ridge Racing. Good points night for Donnie. Donnie comes in first. Jason Menda second. Jeffrey Harden third. Kurt Smith fourth. Newcomer Lewis Flowers showing some skill tonight, coming home in a top 5. And with that, we are going to take a quick break. We're going to let iRacing timing and scoring get caught up, and we'll be right back with your official race results. Don't go far.
Streaming cyberspace into your place. Sponsored by Gargamel's Kitchen. From Five Flags Speedway, it's the Virtual Grip Network's final round coverage of the Bootleg Racing League's late model series. From Pensacola on this Saturday night, John Hine, along with yours truly, Bill Stoops, on high up in the broadcast booth to bring you our words eye view. We play Ryan Seneca, turning the knobs and pushing the sliders. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, makes you want to holler, hi-da-ho!
And we are back, and here are your official iRacing race results. Taking your race win is Donnie Moore of Thunder Ridge Racing. Directly behind him in second is his teammate Jason Menda. Jeffrey Harden comes in third, Kurt Smith fourth, and newcomer Lewis Flowers rounds out your top 5. Great run for Flowers. In sixth place is Matt Chinoski. Seventh is Jeff Sharp. Eighth place Joe Segala. Rough night for Joe. Bruce Pearson comes home in ninth, and Tom Hilbert will round out your top 10. Behind Hilbert was Brandon Litz, Matt Hoos, Kevin Nunn, and Jeffrey Kemper, all packed it up early after a very rough first half to the night. And with that, Kevin Nunn will be your pole sitter next week with the invert. Now, let's take a moment. We don't have the race leader to talk to, but who I do have, his teammate, Jason Menda. Jason, you got a copy?
I got you, Ryan.
Came home in second. Looks like you had your eye on first, just not enough laps left to get it. What would it have taken for you to get first place?
Donnie to make a mistake, which he did not do. So, good race. Congratulations to Donnie.
Yeah, you were all over his bumper. Now, what I want to talk about is roughly 15 laps to the end. You made a quick move to the inside to get under Harden. Now, did you force that hole open, or did Harden actually screw up?
I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and watch the replay. I don't really remember how I passed him. If I remember correctly, kind of went in kind of high, and I just poked my nose down there, and he gave it to me, so I took it.
Well, either way, it was a great maneuver. You passed him effortlessly, so good job on you there. Next week, South Boston. I know you love the track. How do you like the track in the SK Modified?
Generally, these cars aren't kind to me. They don't like me very much. Much as I love them, they hate me. We'll see what happens.
All right, sounds good. You had a great run tonight. Great job getting second place. Who would you like to thank?
You up in the booth. Great broadcast. Everybody on Thunder Ridge Racing Team. and everybody in the league at BRL.
All right, sounds good. We'll see you down the road, Jason. That was Jason Menda, second place. And now I have caught up to our third place finisher and your points leader, Jeffrey Harden.
Hey Ryan, how's it going?
Jeff, that was a rough first half. Was that beneficial or was that hurting you more than anything?
No, I wanted to run. I was hoping those guys could run their tires off, but nobody got to run anything off because we were halfway through the race. I think we had 3 cautions.
Yeah, I think you were on your third caution by lap 10. It was a rough start for sure. Now, what kind of challenges were all those restarts presenting? I mean, it didn't look like you had any trouble coming up through the field. You're up 6 spots, and at one point you're up 7 spots. So, were those restarts? Were you just getting lucky being on the inside line more than the outside, or were you just pushing the envelope trying to get ahead?
No, I think I had 1 or 2 starts on the outside. It just luck of the break, who you get, what kind of start they get. If your line gets going, the other line doesn't.
Now, with this close to the end of the season, how much are the points on your mind? Because you came into tonight with only a 1-point lead over Moore, and he just put a car between you two at the end.
Yeah. I mean, my goal is just to stay in front of those guys. I don't know what happened to Matt. I saw he fell back, but I gotta stay in front of Donnie the rest of the season.
Yeah, Matt's not having a good run. I'm actually afraid to get him up in the booth here for the next broadcast. But either way, great job tonight. You had a strong run, third place. You definitely held on to second place in the points, and now you only have 1 point to make up to get back ahead of Donnie. So good luck going in the final 2 rounds. Who would you like to thank for tonight?
I'd like to thank you, Ryan. Thank you for doing this. This is awesome. We all appreciate it. Thank my wife and my granddaughter, Venice, who's over today visiting.
All right, sounds good. And pull back the curtain. This is a lot tougher when no one's in the booth with you. So, Jeffrey Harden, good luck next week, and we will get you down the road.
All right, man. I hope you get a lot more support in the next race.
All right, that was Jeffrey Harden, third place finisher. And with that, we will bring this broadcast to a close. If you liked what you saw here tonight, you can catch us again next week. That'll be on June 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for round 10 of the BRL SK Modified Series from South Boston Speedway. Also coming up next Friday on BRL TV, you'll be able to catch the Tour Modified Series, also at South Boston. That'll be at 7:10 p.m. Eastern on Friday. Brandon Litz and Jeffrey Harden, who we just had in the booth, should be up in the booth for that one, I believe. So you definitely don't want to miss that. Everything you've seen and heard tonight was made possible by Skidder Creek Motorsports Group. They are home to the Bootleg Racing League, the GT Racing League, Thunder Ridge Racing, Virtual Grip Network, and more. For more information, visit them at skiddercreek.com. This has been a production of BRL TV, a broadcasting service aimed at giving up-and-coming commentators and directors a place to get their feet wet in the world of sim racing. If you've ever wondered if you have what it takes to commentate or even direct, you can do that too here. This is your chance to get some experience with no pressure. Just show up and talk. If interested in getting in on the fun, visit bootlegracingleague.com to find out how. We'd love to have you. Now, from all of us here on the BRL TV crew, thank you for watching, and have a great night.